Good morning. Welcome to another beautiful day at Off-Road Plumbing Co. Today, I'm going to teach you how to install the shower cartridge on a Moen shower valve. So, let's get to it. Okay, so what we're working with here is Moen. I don't know what cartridge it is yet, but as soon as I pull it out, I will be able to identify the cartridge and I'll show you the different styles of cartridges. There's only 3 you're going to deal with. It'll probably be like a 1220 or a 1225. But let's tear this apart. I'll show you exactly how to do it, and then we'll take it from there. You'll need a flathead or a Phillips screwdriver, probably a pair of channel locks. I use an adjustable screw gun. Eh. Shut the water off to the house before you start this. Phillips screw, you'll pop that out of there. Make sure you keep anything that's in there where it's supposed to be. You'll take out the 2 screws, pop the plate off. Now sometimes inside here, you'll have little screwdriver stops. If that's the case, you don't have to shut the water off to the entire house. You can just shut those off and then you can be safe to take out the cartridge. Take off your sleeve. Okay, now normally this cartridge has a keeper in here, a little cotter pin, and this one doesn't. Make sure that the cotter pin goes back in, okay? That's very important. That cotter pin stops this cartridge from trying to come out, which could be very well why this cartridge is leaking in the first place. Okay, let me go get those real quick. So this is the 1222. You've got a 1225, and we've also got the 1200, okay? There's 3. So some of these come with a little white plastic thing. What that is, that's not part of the cartridge. That's actually a little tool that you would use. You would put it on there and twist it. But I will show you an actual Moen tool that you can pick up from a local hardware store. So this is a Moen tool that you can pick up from the local hardware store. The way it works is you put the screw into the cartridge, you tighten this nut down, and then you spin it, and it pulls it right out. All right, so once you got the tool on there, you're going to take the screw all the way out. Set the screw on there. Set the tool on the cartridge. Put the screw back in. Tighten it down, okay? These can be stuck sometimes, so if you have copper piping, or galvanized piping, go ahead and reef on it. Or Worsbo. But if you have like CPVC or Quest, if it's yellow or gray, don't try this, okay? You will break your pipes. Look at that. That thing is shattered. That is hammered. That sucks because now the other half of that is still in the shower valve. All right, let me show you what happens if the other half stays in the shower valve. Look, if the back of your the back of your cartridge gets stuck in the valve, do yourself a favor and call a professional that knows what they're doing. And I don't mean that you don't know what you're doing. I'm saying that if he screws it up, he has to pay for it. If you screw it up, you have to pay for it. There's no nice way to get this out, by the way. You see that? That is why you install your shower cartridges with grease. Use plumber's grease. Hot on the left, cold on the right. Grease up your rubbers. Grease them. Don't be scared. Grease them up. Grease up the back. Grease up the sides. Grease this whole thing up. Take your pin, whichever one you have. It won't be both. It'll just be one or the other. And stick it back in where you pulled it out of. Once you have the cartridge back in, what you're going to do is take your sleeve. You'll put your sleeve back on. Take your plate. Put your plate back on. Put your screws back in. You'll spend 12 days looking for the hole, so pack a lunch. Put my screw gun all the way on 1. Now, you remember this thing that came out of there? Don't freak out. This is real easy. This is what this is. That's it. Put that in there, and then what that does is this tells your handle when to stop to achieve maximum hot water. It's called a hot stop. Off, all the way on. 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 Tighten down your handle screw, and that's it. Well, I hope you learned something from that. That's kick-ass. That is another job well done. I hope you're killing it. I hope you don't have to call me, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Well, I hope you learned something from that. That's another badass, beautiful job done. I hope you're killing it. I hope you don't have to call me, and I hope you have a beautiful day.